Hi everyone! Welcome to Monica's Singapore Kitchen. Today I will be cooking Hakka steamed pork with taro, a dish which resonates with my Hakka roots. My mother used to cook this dish for us during special occasions. It uses pork belly and the method of preparation is very elaborate. I try to cook this pork belly for my family, but more often than not, they will discard the fat and pork skin, resulting in nothing much left. Hence, today, I will be cooking a simplified version of this iconic Hakka dish without pork belly. Come along with me to see how this dish is prepared. First, we will look at our taro. You can buy this taro from the local supermarket or Asian supermarket. You need to peel it, so if you're allergic to the sap of the taro, please remember to wear a pair of gloves. So when you cut it, it has to be cut in such a way that it doesn't break into small pieces because the taro is a bit brittle. So normally what I do is I just cut around it like so. Then it makes it much easier to cut into half. Then I will then cut into half moons like that, about 1 cm thick. Try to cut it this thickness because anything that is thinner than this will result in the taro breaking up during the 2 hour of steaming time. So once you finish cutting, we need to fry this taro. So we'll bring some oil that is the amount is suitable for deep frying. Make sure that it's hot, then put the taro into the oil, and our plan is to fry it for 3 minutes on each side. We are not trying to cook it because the further steaming process will definitely cook it thoroughly. So the idea is to crisp up the exterior so that it will retain its shape after the 2 hours of steaming. Also, frying enhances the aroma of the taro. So after 3 minutes on each side, take it out and drain it on a piece of kitchen paper. So while that is being done, we will then move our focus and look at our pork. So this pork I used is a frozen pork shoulder butt, as it is already cut to the size and thickness suitable for this dish. It also has just enough marbling, resulting in a tender meat after cooking, but not as fatty as pork belly. So here we have got the pork already washed and drained and dried. So let's have a look and see what the gravy consists of, the marinade. So I used 2 cubes of red bean curd together with the 2 tablespoons of red bean curd gravy, 1 tablespoon of 5 spice, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of dark soya sauce, 2 tablespoons of soya sauce, 1 tablespoon of sesame seed oil, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of Shaoxing wine, and 100 milliliters of water to thin all these ingredients down. So we stir it completely, mix it nicely, and coat the pieces of pork on both sides thoroughly. So do this for all the pieces until you reach the last piece. So what we want to do next is to cover this and marinate it for 1 hour. So after 1 hour of marinating, we are going to assemble the ingredients. I use 2 bowls, each of capacity 1 liter approximately. So what we're trying to do is to face the regular side of the pork and the circular side of the taro upwards at this point. Alternate the pork and the taro. Then arrange it until you've got, and then we will invert this assembly along the diagonal of the bowl. Also pack in the pork and the taro along the sides. Make sure that the ingredients are tightly packed. This will ensure that the pieces will hold together when we invert the bowl after steaming. Okay, so then give it a little bit of squeeze so that they are nicely, packed together. Do the same thing for the second bowl. So this is the second bowl. So put in along the diagonal as well as the side. So give it a little bit of squeeze. And I also have left over some taro, this extra bits and odds and ends of the taro. Do not throw them away. They are very delicious. So put the extra taro pieces on top. This taro is soft and creamy when cooked. Taro is a carrier of flavor. It will absorb the delicious gravy. So just pack them in on top. Then pour the gravy into the bowl like so. Okay, so it will be so good and delicious. Then cover with a piece of aluminum foil to prevent the evaporated water during steaming from dropping into our bowl. Okay, so do that for the other bowl as well. So I'm going to steam it over medium flame for 2 hours. I have 2 steamers going at this point. One in each steamer because my steamer cannot accommodate 2 bowls. If yours can, I'm happy for you. So okay, so we are going to do the steaming over medium flame for 2 hours. So after 2 hours of steaming, let it cool down a little bit before you handle it. It's much easier and safer this way. So there's a little bit of gravy you can see down here. So pour it into a small saucepan. We are going to make sauce afterwards. So pour it there. And then we are going to arrange a couple of pieces of lettuce leaves on top with the back of the lettuce facing up, so that when you invert the bowl, the top and the beautiful side of the lettuce will be facing up. So likewise, the other piece. Place a plate over it, and with a decisive turn, yep, there we have it. Our Hakka steamed pork and taro. So we are going to do one last step before we served. Normally served hot, eaten with rice. So here we have got our gravy. I have 2 cups of gravy that I managed to extract. Add a little bit of dark soya sauce to get a rich color, for our gravy. So give it a good stir. And then when it's boiling, it comes to a boil like this, add in 3 tablespoons of cornstarch slurry. The slurry, I made it from 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch. I added 3 tablespoons of water and I stirred thoroughly. So you add 3 tablespoons, stir after each addition, It should come to be as thick as this consistency, ability to coat the back of the spoon. So then it will be nice, not too thick, not too thin, the gravy. So here we are, our Hakka steamed pork with taro. The pork is so tender and the taro is soft, creamy and melts in the mouth. Till we meet again in the next video, as always, happy cooking!